Hi everybody, I'm Clark, and I'm going to take you on a magical adventure to Pensacon. Whoa, Pensacon sure is a long way from Jackson, where I live. Look at all this cool stuff and people in costume. I can't wait to interview people, like Andy Childress.
I am Andy B. Childress of Bubble World Comics.
Awesome. And what are you doing here at Pensacon?
Having fun and selling art and promoting my comic site, bubbleworldcomics.com.
Okay, why did you choose Pensacon to go to?
Because it is the most awesome con ever created in time and space. That's why. Yes.
All right, and who's your friend there?
This is Roscoe P. Kramer. I'm Roscoe. Hello.
Hello, Roscoe. And why are you here, Roscoe?
I tag along everywhere, and I help promote.
Is there any type of guest that you are here to see?
The doctors. Yes, I'm here to see the doctors and use Roscoe to interview them. Yes.
Oh, you're an interviewer, Roscoe. Okay, good. Well, I hope that everything turns out fine for you guys, and I hope that y'all make tons and tons of money.
Thank you all.
What's that I see off in the distance? Nasty boy Brian Knobs?
I'm Nasty Boy Brian Knobs.
And what are you doing here at Pensacon?
Right now, signing autographs for the great fans of Pensacola, and for being in the business 30 years, I really feel the love. It's like you could give back to the fans that's been following you for the last 30 years.
Okay, and obviously you've been to Pensacola before in your career. Do you like coming to Pensacola?
Yeah, I love it. And I live in Florida. I'm originally from Pennsylvania, but for the last 30 years I lived down in Tampa, Florida. The Hulkster got me coming down there, you know.
All right. And how do you find the Southern fans at the con? Are they nice and respectful?
Fantastic. Everybody's been respectful, and this is a very good Comic-Con.
Good.
I will be back for sure.
Awesome. The WWE Network for $9.99. Do you find that you have a new, younger fan base that may not have been around, like say for the end of WCW or in WCW or early WWE careers?
Yeah, the fans are out there because with that WWE Network, you can just pick out the matches and they can see all the old stuff we used to do. And then also being on the reality shows I've been on, like Hogan Knows Best and Brooke Knows Best and Celebrity Championship Wrestling, that all helps out with the new fan base too. So, you just keep, going through and doing different stuff. I'm semi-retired. I'm still getting out there and wrestle, but it hurts a hell of a lot more than it used to. That's all I can tell you.
One day, I'm gonna be champ.
I'm Matt Onawai, a.k.a. Rosie, former WWE Tag Team Champion.
All right, and why did you choose to come to Pensacon, sir?
I didn't choose to come to Pensacon. Pensacon chose me, and I'm ecstatic. It's what's happening, and Pensacola this whole weekend has been nothing but a blast, and Pensacon is the reason, and I love it. It's been nothing but fun.
Have you met? Do you find the fans appreciative of? Coming up to you, going, "Oh man, you're great." You find a lot of good fans.
Right. No, everybody, from top to bottom, wrestling fans and non-wrestling fans have been very nice, very polite, and I'm just happy to be a part.
Oh my stars, it's Denise Crosby.
Hello, ma'am. Please state your name.
Denise Crosby.
And what brings you here to Pensacon?
Well, I'm a guest here at the Pensacon.
All right, and you are from so some of the things you've done is Pet Sematary and Star Trek: The Next Generation, and even the Walking Dead. What was your favorite project that you worked on?
Oh, each one is unique. I mean, each one has its own beauty. I don't have a favorite.
What was it like being a part of the Star Trek franchise?
Well, its legacy lives on. I mean, I think it's bigger than all of us. It's just an incredible experience.
Okay, and you were part of the Terminus group in The Walking Dead. I've got one question. if it came down to a fight, who would win, the Enterprise D crew or Rick's group?
Oh, well, I mean, I think the Enterprise crew would take them out in one phaser sweep.
Editor's note, this was my attempt at drawing Virginia Hay in Farscape.
A show called Farscape, which had it was a Jim Henson connection, and Mr. Hansen is from Mississippi.
Really?
Yes,
I didn't know that.
He's from Leland, Mississippi. And what was it like working on a Jim Henson-esque show?
Well, it was the Jim Henson Company production based in Australia. It was a co-production with Channel 9 out there, which enabled them to actually film locally. You know, they needed, for tax reasons, they needed to have the co-production. But it was really extraordinary, and the difference was that the quality, I think, because a lot of Australian television series have limited budgets, limited special effects, if none at all, limited costuming, limited everything. But the power of Jim Henson meant that we had millions and millions and millions and millions and millions and millions of dollars behind every single aspect of Farscape. Also, it was Brian Henson's baby. Jim Henson unfortunately passed away and left the Jim Henson Company to Brian Henson. Now, Brian Henson is a pretty cool young guy, and he wanted to turn the Jim Henson Company around a little and show what he could do now that he was handed the controls. And so he came up with the idea, I think it was brilliant, to make Farscape as his resume, as the Jim Henson Company's resume, to show all of the most current work that they could do on prosthetics and costuming and special effects and script writing and really every aspect of production. So the Jim Henson, so Farscape was Brian Henson's resume.
As you can see, Clark is a big Kevin Smith fan.
I am Brian O'Halloran. You might know me from such cult iconic films as Clerks, Clerks 2, Mallrats, Chasing Amy, Dogma, Brutal Massacre, the comedy, Vulgar, God, it goes on and on. Clerks the cartoon series, many, many more.
Do you like you're an icon in indie films as Dante? What got you into that role?
Actually, Kevin was holding auditions out of a playhouse in his hometown, Atlantic Highlands, the First Avenue Playhouse. He was renting the playhouse to hold auditions at. In exchange, he asked the owners of the theater if they could call, this is before the internet and cell phones, call up all these other actors who had worked at the theater to come down to audition for his film. I had no idea what I was auditioning for. The owner had called and said, these guys doing a film. I'd never done film before, so was, as an actor trying to expand his resume, I was like, this is perfect. Went down there, read small sections of the script, did an audition that if you get the 10-year anniversary DVD, all the auditions are on the extras. I did a piece from Wait Until Dark, a play that I was doing at another playhouse at the time. And Kevin liked what I did, and we had 2 more callbacks after that, and the rest is history.
All right, one final question. The fight at the end of Clerks, did you whoop Randall's ass?
No. You know what? I think we're evenly matched in that sense.
Anybody want a sip of my soda?
I'm Jeremy London, and I'm an actor, producer, director, all of that kind of stuff. Sitter of chairs, walker of shoes.
All right. And why are you here at Pensacon?
I'm at Pensacon because we're having a little bit of a Mallrats reunion, and I love Pensacola. I love the event. Mike Inslee and the whole crew here. The security staff is second to none. I love everybody here, man. It's just it's kind of like family here. I like it. I don't live too far away, so it makes it a lot easier.
Okay. And you said that you're a producer, director, even on camera. What is your favorite project that you've worked on?
My favorite project I've ever worked on is probably Gods in General. It's a Civil War movie that I did. That's probably that, and I also did a mini-series called Journey to the Center of the Earth that I got to shoot in Australia and New Zealand, so that was close second for sure. Nothing necessarily the movie, but the experience was incredible.
What is your least favorite project that you just had to do for like rent money?
Oh God, I did a movie called The Terminators for the Asylum. It was just the biggest piece of junk. Those people they need to be banned from making movies for sure.
Yeah, but rent money was due, huh?
Nature of the beast.
Clark spent some time helping out at the con. Ooh, look at the cosplay. I think that's Batman.
Hello, sir. What is your name?
Al.
Al? And who are you dressed as today for those uncultured people who do not know the classics?
The original Flash.
You are the original Flash. And why did you choose the original Flash?
I'm old school.
Old school. That is just great. That is just great. And did you make any of your outfit?
No, I bought everything.
Okay. So what attracted you to the Golden Age Flash, Jay Garrick?
It's just, that's what I started with, beginning reading comics. Yeah, those were the first ones, so I had to stick with the first one.
I'm Jeff Roebuck from Mood Hair Cosplays, father of Cammie Roebuck, who is Mood Hair Cosplays.
And what brings you to Pensacon, sir?
I am working for my daughter, Cammie Roebuck, who is Mood Hair Cosplays. And she is selling pillows, as you can see, and dressed up in some awesome outfits, as you can also see.
Is this your first year at Pensacon?
No, we've actually come to every Pensacon that's been. There's been 3, and we've been to every one. The first year we just came to have fun and had a blast, and she actually got in the costume contest and won with this lovely outfit right here. Effie Trinket butterfly dress. And then we were asked to be a guest the next year, and the next year, which is this year after that. And we've been having a blast. It's really one of the best cons in the Southeast.
Hello, my name's Dan Starkey, and I play Commander Strax in Doctor Who.
Wonderful. And you've been playing this role for a couple of years?
Yeah, I think the first episode that Strax specifically was in was 2011.
Excellent.
So actually it's 5 years. God. Yes.
It has been.
Yeah.
In the first episode of the Capaldi
Yes.
episode,
Yeah.
you were driving a coach and you were getting directions from a boy.
Oh no, that was the Crimson Horror.
Oh, the Crimson Horror.
Yes,
oh, okay.
that was Matt Smith's episode. Yes, and yes, it was set in Victorian Yorkshire. Yes, going to the north. Yes, and I had a little companion called Thomas, who was very astute to the directions. So, yeah.
that was very funny. It's like,
Yes.
I'm Thomas.
Yes.
How do you like playing the character and all that makeup and heavy costume?
No, it's fantastic. Well, I mean, I did play the Sontarans before, in David Tennant's episode, The Poison Sky, and the Sontarans. Definitely, the good thing about Strax is that sometimes he wears a butler outfit, so I don't have to wear the full-on blue battle suit, which is... clothes are made of cloth. There's a clue in the name. They're a lot more comfortable and they're a lot more breathable. So, and also, crucially, Strax's butler suit has a button fly, whereas the battle suit doesn't. So, makes the quality of my life immeasurably higher.
My name is Peter Davison. I played the Fifth Doctor.
The Fifth Doctor, wonderful. And is this your first time to a Pensacon?
It is my very first time to Pensacon. Yes, I was meant to come last year, but I couldn't make it. I got offered a job. These things happen. And so I finally made it back this year.
Wonderful. How do you like Pensacola and Pensacon?
Do you know, to be honest with you, I haven't seen a lot of Pensacola. I arrived on Thursday night when it was dark. I have to leave tomorrow morning, mid-morning, so I don't think I'm going to get a chance to see the beautiful beach, which I've been told about. And many people have told me off for not seeing more of Pensacola.
My name is Terry Malone, and in Doctor Who, I play a character called Davros, creator of the Daleks. And the Doctor is my sworn enemy.
Awesome. Obviously, you enjoyed playing Davros. What was it like sitting in the chair? Were you operating the?
I was doing the whole lot. Yeah. Oh, yeah. No. People think it's a remote control thing. No. It's the BBC. They don't have money for that. No. 4x2 timber, 2 12-volt car batteries in the back, built on a supermarket trolley base, hole in the floor. I drag it around with my toes, and I've now got the strongest toes in Europe as a result.
That's wonderful. What is your? People talk about, well, what do you like the most about Doctor Who? What was the one thing that you didn't like about being in Doctor Who?
That I didn't like?
Yeah.
Well, I suppose the physical pain involved in the character. I was always put in situations where I was either getting gangrene in my legs because of the way they strapped them under a chair so I could revolve, or the heat and the claustrophobia of the mask. Not that I get claustrophobia, but it was very difficult to operate things, but it was great fun at the same time. The weirdest thing was that, you know, be chatting to people, great friends and everything. How are you doing, Terry? You know, I get in the chair with the mask and everyone's walking past me, blanking me, you know, as if to say, who are you? You know.
I've heard great things about this little convention and I wanted to check it out, and I'm having a great time.
Good. What's your favorite thing about being in Pensacola?
So far, the people. Everyone I've met here has been fantastic. So friendly and, you know, so cool. Yeah.
Okay, and you've done work on many characters. What is the least favorite character you've ever had to work on?
Or any character that is in a panel with a lot of backgrounds. so pretty much everything I've drawn that required to draw a lot of backgrounds have been my least favorite. I want them to be floating in outer space, all of them, or in a snowstorm somewhere.
I'm Dave Bain. I'm an illustrator, and here at Pensacon, doing some commercial sketches as well as selling a Pensacon limited edition print, and you know, getting started on an independent project.
All right, what drags you down to Pensacon? Why did you choose Pensacola's Pensacon?
Well, I tell you, the thing that I enjoy most is it's a convention for the fans, and the great part about it is they keep it local, and it's got a fantastic structure, and it's just the camaraderie and the family-oriented nature that keeps me coming back every year.
All right. Now, you're in Artist Alley. Is there a particular person that you would have liked to have sat beside, artist-wise?
Well, I've had the great opportunity to spend some time with the amazing Simon Bisley, and just being amongst the culture with all the other artists, and that kind of thing is what we return for, so we can all kind of collaborate and bank off each other and form our little family down here.
Oh, hi, I'm Mark Teixeira, not the baseball player, the comic book artist for the last 30 years.
Thank you very much. What are you doing here at Pensacon?
Oh, I was invited down here. I had a painting to drop off in Virginia, and then I just decided to drive down here, get out of New York while it's 30 degrees there, and enjoy some of the 70-degree weather. And I do it every year, you know. That's it, really. I love it here.
So it's mainly the weather that brings you down south.
We're not going to get this weather till June. Maybe May, so yeah, it's February, so it's going to be a while.
All right, you've had a lengthy career, and what is the worst character you ever were forced to have to work on?
Oh God. Okay, I'll pick one that's not popular. That way I won't get in trouble. The Power Lords. Yuck.
My name is Mitch Bird. I draw comic books.
Awesome. And what brought you here to Pensacon?
Well, I was invited by the host, the convention host. So I came.
Okay. And where you live in the southeast, correct?
I live over in Biloxi in southern Mississippi.
Cool.
Yeah.
So this wasn't a big
it's not
travel
a big,
for you.
yeah, not a big chore for me. It's just right next door.
Okay.
I grew up in Pensacola for a while.
Okay. What would our watchers know some of your work from?
Guy Gardner, Starship Troopers, did a RoboCop miniseries, just various little one-shots as well. Dinosaurs for Hire I did some work on.
My name's Brenton McMahon, or Bob Ross.
And what brings you here to Pensacon?
To enjoy the nerdum, the nerd culture, the geek culture, the mainstream fun stuff that's happening.
All right, and you're working the PBS Nerd WSRE booth.
Yes,
what are y'all doing with this booth?
WSRE PBS for the Gulf Coast. We are premiering at the beginning of April a Mystery Science Theater premiere, as well as a Tom Baker Doctor Who. And basically we thought that Pensacon would be a great opportunity to have the launch announcement and to engage with the community with our new products, our new programs.
All right, and is this your first year here at Pensacon?
This is my third year at Pensacon.
Okay, and I understand y'all did a special about Pensacon last year.
Yes, we had a production crew came. I think James Roy directed that, and basically they came all 3 days in 2015. And In Your Own Backyard, hosted by Sherry Weeks, he filmed the episode here. It was produced last year.